Grace and peace, beloved. I'm Dr. William H. Myers, professor of New Testament and Black Church Studies at Ashland Theological Seminary in Ohio and pastor of New Mount Zion Baptist Church in Cleveland. I bring you the word for today, Matthew 26:39a. We are wrestling with what's in the cup that Jesus asked his Father if it's possible to let it pass. Here's something else in the cup, abandonment. And the worst form of abandonment of all. How have we known in our history, in our world, the abandonment of a father? So many children have grown up without a father who just left. Not a father that died, but a father that just left and wasn't there. Or other forms of abandonment that we felt. A friend that left, a spouse that left, a brother or sister that left. Just that sense of abandonment. On the cross, Jesus says, my God, my Father, why hast thou abandoned me? How do you explain that? This gets into one of the deepest mysteries that our finite minds cannot cross that chasm fully to explain this. Many preachers and many scholars have tried to explain it, painted some beautiful pictures about it. Because of sin, that God, the Father, could not be in the presence of sin. God walked away. But how do you explain that God abandons God? Jesus is God. In some inextricably confusing and unable to explain, in some way, Jesus experienced something that he'd never experienced before. He and the Father one. It was always the three of them. We dare not get into Arianism or any of the other heresies of the day about whether Jesus was 100% human or 100% God or partial, or this was just the human flesh. No, Jesus says that the Father had abandoned him at that moment. Jesus had to endure that by himself. And everything else, in every moment of power, in every moment of resistance of temptation, and even in the moment of resurrection, God the Father and God the Holy Spirit was involved. But at this nanosecond, in this moment in time that we cannot even explain in slice time, Jesus says he was abandoned by the Father. That's in the cup. That's one of the things that he endured. That's one of the things that he did not want to have to do it. He said to the Father, if possible, let it pass. That goes beyond anything we can talk about. That's in that cup. The abandonment of the Father. Don't try to get to Easter too quickly. Don't take what the price that Christ paid so easily. You may have had some abandonment in your life, but it can never come close to what Jesus says happened in that moment. That maybe one day when we get home, he can explain it to us in a way and we'll be in a form to understand it we cannot hear. We can only bow our heads in in submission to him for what he did for us. God bless you and God